I don't really know.
Okay.
You know, uh, the title of the video is "Framed for Murder by a Family Member." Shocking true story.
Right.
That person has canceled on us last minute. Things happen. We understand. How that goes. And usually I have a backup plan installed. And I said we might talk about the dire wolf just because, like, the only reason I would even want to talk about dire wolf is just why are we trying to resurrect shit from, like, why is this a good idea? Why do we have to do this now?
Yeah. It feels like somebody just
complete disregard.
Yeah.
Right.
We've had cautionary tales for a long time. I mean, pardon me, King Kong, Godzilla. Those were cautionary tales about screwing with the natural order of things.
Right. Just leave nature alone. If it's extinct, it's extinct. It's extinct for a reason.
Let's see. What other caution? War games and what other? I'm trying to think of the other computer movies that kind of caution of 2001: A Space Odyssey with Hal. Caution against AI computer.
You doing all right, fine?
Yeah, it's got a little tickle in my throat here. And I'm too dumb to stop talking.
That's okay. I get it. You feel obligated to talk because you're trying to get something out.
Yeah, but you get all these cautionary tales that should have put us off on maybe that's a bad idea. But no, we're going full steam.
We're going full tilt like Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
I mean that's I guess the best closely related cautionary tale to what we're talking about. They've resurrected this dire wolf, this extinct. We saw how this movie plays out. This is how the movie, like, this is what's going to happen.
You can't get the wild out of them. And then you're crossing it with modern DNA, not knowing how that's going to work.
Just taking huge swings. Well, they've already brought back the mammoth, right?
They're trying to do that, yeah.
They figured out how to do that with an elephant or some shit.
They want to do the dodo.
The thing, it was so dumb that it became
synonymous
with the word dumb. Like, beagles are fucking dumb. I've had beagles. Yeah. I've seen beagles. Beagles are fucking stupid. Well, but you don't go around calling people a beagle. I might actually do that now. But you don't go around calling people beagle, but you will call them a dodo. You understand what I'm saying?
Are beagles really stupid? I've always wondered if maybe they're just smarter than we are. I'm like, no, not doing that. Sorry. That's not my plan today.
No, this dog was dumb. Just dumb. Like, the dog would come and lay on its back for you to pet its belly.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Right.
And you'd rub his belly, right. And it would kind of move him back and forth. Mm-hmm. And then you can start moving your hand forward, okay? And just push him right off the couch. Didn't matter how fucking slow you went.
He'd go every time.
Right, he'd go every time. Now, you think at some point when his ears dropped,
he'd feel it coming.
He'd feel it. He'd know it's coming. Like, when you do something 7, 8, 10, 9 times a day, every day,
he liked it.
Just falling, like, poof. Get back up.
It was a game.
But
I knew a guy who had rabbit dogs for years, and he always said he had a beagle once, got rid of him because he kept beating him at checkers. He said the damn dog was too smart for him. He got rid of him.
Now, Kennedy's fucking Too smart. I don't know how the fuck she opened the front door yesterday. I don't know how she did it.
Oh boy.
So now we gotta start locking the fucking door. I came downstairs and the door's just open. I'm like, what? Like I wasn't even outside that. Like I hadn't gone out. I'm like,
Was she just standing there?
no, she went.
Went for a walk.
Yeah. Also, I've made the mistake. Now, you've seen the woods behind my house, right?
Uh-huh.
It's, if it were untouched by mankind, it would be gorgeous back there.
Yeah.
I mean, babbling brook, waterfalls, the whole, I mean, just gorgeous. But there's so much shit back there. Just people just dump stuff back there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like obvious evidence of homeless encampments.
Uh-huh.
Right. And I was taking the dog for a walk back there. And that's the mistake I made, is taking her back there. Because I kind of wanted to see for myself.
Now she knows where it is.
No, see, it's funny because I was talking to Matt while I was walking her.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, you know what? Not for nothing. This dog's acting like she knows where the fuck she's going. Like,
this
you know what I mean?
This must be where she goes when she takes off.
Right. So, but, and, you know, it's down like cliff side almost.
Yeah, it's
and
steep.
I'm walking, and it was a couple weeks ago, and it's drizzling pretty good, and I'm walking the dog, and I see these two guys down sitting on the rocks. Now the creek hasn't overtaken the rocks yet, so they're sitting on the rocks.
Right.
And they have a fire going on the rocks, and it's kind of getting out of control, but they're down there and it's surrounded by water. I'm not too really concerned by it, you know. But, and I start to think, like, they're just out in the open. It's drizzling.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking around and I'm like, dude, I could make a fucking, you would never know I was here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have heat. I'd have fucking shelter from the fucking rain. I'd have a dry bed. I would not be sitting on a pile of fucking rocks in the middle of a creek.
Right.
Like, these are the dumbest homeless people I've ever fucking seen in my life. I was so pissed off at the lack of ingenuity. Dude, there is a just on my walk, I saw a wrapped in plastic, a twin-sized box spring. Okay. You can make a lean-to easy. Yeah. All right. All kinds of furniture. There's tarps laying everywhere. I found lengths probably about 5 feet long of, I don't know what it is. It's plastic, but I don't know if it's PVC pipe or if it's like a black, I don't know what the fuck it is, but there's a pile of it. And I'm just thinking to myself, why are they sitting out in the fucking rain?
Right.
The fuck are you doing?
There's plenty of resources to make shelter.
You have, you know what I mean? Like, you put me out, dude, you put me out here for 15 fucking minutes. I'm out of the rain.
Yeah.
You guys got a fire going. Good for you. I'm sure one of you's got a lighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not going to give you too much credit here.
I'm not going to give you too much credit for and especially I'm looking at this roaring fire. Like, you know, that also might have been, they might have used an old Indian trick, old Native American trick. You know, fire water.
Oh, I was going to say a Zippo.
Well, and I just.
That's a funny bit.
Yeah, I meant it. I
have a Native American guy and say, "Let me show you how my father taught me to light a fire." Whips out a Zippo. $24.99 at most retailers.
But
available in the gift shop outside the casino.
Now you're just being racist, man. Now you're just being racist.
Well, no, I mean, I'd sell Zippos in the gift shop outside my casino.
All right.
And I just do an Indian accent.
This is going off the.
I
Going
mean,
off the rails quite easily, actually.
yeah, we can have fun.
Yeah, we have fun here. That's what we do.
Uh,
Oh, where is this?
what you got?
I was looking at the Dire Wolves Reborn.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. I mean, they were. I saw something about it. They were talking about the jaw, just the pure jaw strength that comes back with these old genes they used.
Erica was saying something during the break. She goes, somebody was, if you want thinking about owning a dire wolf, you need to learn how to control a chihuahua first.
Yeah,
If you can control a chihuahua, you might be able to raise a dire wolf.
maybe.
The problem, like, no one has ever been able to control a chihuahua.
Not well.
They're fucking. So let me pop this up here, just because
Chihuahuas are nasty, and actually, genetically, Chihuahuas are closest to wolves of any of the
yeah,
dogs.
because we just found them and we're like, oh, look at this thing, it's chewing on me, but it's cute.
But genetically closer to wolves than even like huskies and German shepherds that are big and kind of look like them.
For decades, dire wolves have captivated the imaginations of gamers, musicians, and fantasy fans. From Dungeons and Dragons and World of Warcraft to Game of Thrones, these prehistoric predators have lived on as cultural icons for far more than biological reality until now. In a stunning scientific breakthrough, Dallas-based Colossal Laboratory and Biosciences has brought the legendary canid back from extinction, making it the world's first successfully de-extincted animal. 3 litters of dire wolves have been created so far. Oh, good. Including 2 adolescent males, Romulus and Remus, and a female pup named Khaleesi. Oh, they're cute.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat everybody's face. I'm going to eat your face, motherfucker. This one's a month old. That's Romulus. I could not be more proud of my team. The massive milestone is the first of many coming examples demonstrating that our end-to-end de-extinction technology stack works. Why is any of this necessary?
I don't know, man. It's scary. And like I said, they're filling the blanks in these DNA profiles with modern DNA of something that's close. You don't know how that's going to react to genes that have been extinct for a long, long time.
Colossal previously created a woolly mouse with the ultimate aim to bring the woolly mammoth back to. So it created.
Yeah, they used
that sounds way cooler.
Yeah, they used woolly mammoth genes to make a woolly mouse to see if they could activate the mammoth genes. And when they figured out that they could on some other animal's DNA strand, they're going to apply mammoth genes to elephants' DNA so that they can make mammoths.
This is absolutely what should be fucking happening right now.
Or hairy elephants.
World's first woolly mice born out of mammoth genes. Colossal defends playing God. The successful birth of colossal woolly mouse provides proof of concept for the company's ultimate goal, bringing back the woolly mammoth. Now, see, here's the thing I've learned.
They're kind of cute too.
They're really cute, dude.
I think
I'd not fuck with it, but fuck with it. You know, like I wouldn't try to fuck it, but
I feel like this company's just making. They're only doing cute things. It seems.
See, here's my question, right?
I mean, that sells.
Now, mind you, I only have I only have an associate's degree in
Okay.
business administration, right?
Okay.
But it seems to me that a business needs to generate revenue, you
That
know?
is that is what my understanding of how that
And
works.
what the fuck do these people do?
Well, they do research, and research is usually done on grants. So they get the grants, and that is their business model and their success, and how they do their success.
So this could be stopped if we just dried up the grant money.
Depends on where the grants are coming from. They're likely private grants. They happen all the time. There's grant money out there for all kinds of dumb stuff. We could probably get a grant to keep doing this show better.
We should look into that.
You just have to write the right grant proposal.
A grant for the podcasting arts. I presented this idea before: is we should start our own podcasting group, and then
That's
give ourselves an award.
that's why I've always said that we should have the pod that we're the podcasting net, the Media Virus Podcast Network.
Right, but we start another group, and then we give ourselves awards.
We could do that.
Like the best. We are the best long form, or the free form
I'm
live.
sure we could probably put together some off the wall podcast award and give ourselves the award.
Nah. Definitely do that.
I have to look into that. And if we get any traction with it, we can have other people apply to have their podcasts included in the running next year. And if they pay the proper entrance fee, they can become eligible to win.
That's an idea. Fucking Dennis the Menace died.
I heard that, man.
Actor Jay North. He was only 73.
I was going to say he's not that old. That's just about my parents' age. Not terribly old.
A veteran actor who played the eponymous character in the 1960s. Eponymous?
Eponymous. Yeah, it means the show was named for him.
In the 1960 sitcom Dennis the Menace has died, as confirmed by TMVP through TMZ. Laura Jacobson, a longtime friend of North and wife to Lassie actor John Provost, tells TMZ Jay passed away Sunday at his house in Lake Butler, Florida, after a battle with colorectal cancer.
Who knew that Timmy and Dennis the Menace were still friends?
Right? We're told his health started to deteriorate over the past month, and he was surrounded by family, his wife Cindy and his daughters from a previous marriage, which we're told he adored when he passed. That's the only thing he ever said to them. I adore you. Lori says Cindy and her daughters gave him a family he never had, since he was the only child who never knew his father. All right. That's kind of boring. But sucks. Dennis the Menace died.
Yeah.
And
apparently Timmy's still alive.
that's some shit, isn't it?
You'd think somebody that's been down a well so many times wouldn't have lived that long.
Somebody fucking got to him.
I mean, that kid was always in trouble. Fucking Carly can't get you out of everything. What is it, girl? Timmy knocked a bitch up at school?
Did you hear about that guy in Florida that was arrested?
No.
For he went on Facebook, and I don't. He didn't necessarily say he was going to kill the president of the United States,
Right.
but two posts they have listed here was I'm gonna share this tab instead. This one I like: ass, and 8. And then the next one was winning strategy: buy QQQ. What is sell SQQQ today? Shoot Trump tomorrow.
I'm not 100% sure. They may be stock symbols.
Yeah. I don't know. But like your average beach lover with sandy hair and a bunch of stubble on his face, you would never guess that this guy's responsible for posting assassination threats on social media. Now, I know that you and I both, hold, the freedom of speech quite dearly. However, I think this is one instance where it's specifically like it's mentioned you can't say this.
Right.
In
what can you not say?
That talk about killing the. Well, here you know what?
You can say it. There are consequences, but you can say it.
Well, see, all right, hang on a second. There's a video that explains it perfectly. It's one of my favorite videos, and so we're just gonna.
Hi, I'm Trevor Moore. Did you know that it's illegal to say I want to kill the president of the United States of America? It's illegal. It's a federal offense. It's one of the only sentences that you're not allowed to say. Now, it was okay for me to say it right then because I was just telling you that it's illegal to say I want to kill the president of the United States of America. I'm not actually saying it. I'm just letting you know that it's illegal to say that. It's kind of like a public service. I'm letting you know so that you don't accidentally go out and say something like that. But what's interesting is that it's very illegal to say, I really, really think someone out there should kill the president of the United States of America. That's illegal, extremely illegal, very, very illegal, but not illegal to say with a mortar launcher. Because that's its own sentence. It's an incomplete sentence, but it may have nothing to do with the sentence before that. So that's perfectly fine, perfectly legal. I also found out that it's incredibly illegal, extremely illegal to go on television and say something like the best place to fire a mortar launcher at the White House would be from the roof of the Rockefeller Hewitt building because of minimal security and you'd have a clear line of sight to the president's bedroom. Insanely illegal, ridiculously, recklessly, insanely illegal. Yet even more illegal to show an illustrated diagram. Insanely illegal, ridiculously, horribly felonious, because they will come to your house in the middle of the night and they will lock you up. Extremely against the law. One thing that is technically legal to say is that we have a group that meets Fridays at midnight under the Brooklyn Bridge, and the password is 6 Semper Tyrannis.
So, I think that cleared everything up.
Sure.
I miss Trevor Moore.
Yeah.
I didn't know him, but after a bit like that, I showed you. I've played the whitest kids on the show before.
Yeah. Yep.
The one where it's race war. Like, come on, race war. And he's just got a bat. Oh, he's all happy like a puppy.
So while we were looking at that, I went to find out what QQQ and SQQQ are. QQQ is Invesco QQQ Trust Series 1.
Okay.
And it's trading for $466 per share. and it's up $49.94 today.
All right.
I don't know if you know what the rest of the stock market's been doing, but it's not going up by $50 a share.
All right.
SQQQ is ProShares Ultra Pro Short QQQ. It's down by $18.69 today. And appears that it may have been perpetually falling, but may rise again. I do not know. But it's trading at 34.28 as of closing today. And I believe these are the stocks that people close to the administration may have been trading, or instruments that people close to the administration may have been trading during this time of financial uncertainty.
Cops say someone tipped them off to the concerning messages, and they visited Ticisio or DeChico?
Maybe DeChico?
DeChico and the man at his home. Officers say DeChico and the man seemed agitated while talking about his political views. When cops asked him about the post, they said he responded, "It was a thought I had." It was a thought that I had. Okay. Officers then alerted Secret Service agents before taking DeChico and the man into custody and booking him on charge of written threats to kill or do bodily harm. At his initial court appearance, the judge ordered DeChico and the man ordered DeChico and the man held without bond and directed him to stay away from Trump. Is it that hard to stay away from Trump?
I wouldn't think so.
I don't. As previously reported, there have already been 2 attempts on Trump's life. One of them occurred in Butler, Pennsylvania during a 2029 campaign with the ear gaze with a bullet. So, okay, what was the second attempt?
I have a question. You may know this better than I.
Oh.
Restraining orders. Are they just like lateral, or are they up and down too? It's a serious question.
If it was your face, your tongue was literally chucked into your cheek, like. Restraining orders. You know what's funny? That reminds me, when we were doing Rock Def Radio, I had made a whole bunch of bumpers, and I had Matt say a whole bunch of really fucked up shit, and then it just went Rock Def Radio, and it just made the little thing. And one of them was euthanasia, like Chinese kids, but different. And the other one was, you can listen to Rock Def Radio no matter who you are, whether you're, black, red, yellow, or normal.
Regular.
So yeah, that's
well, that's why I make the bumpers for this show.
There was something I had in my head that was making me giggle. I gotta remember to just do something with it. Either shoot it over to you, just like talk into the phone.
Yeah. Speaking of the phone, we do have the phone, and I recently revamped our phone system.
You did. So you can give us a call at 646-VIRUS-01. That is 646-VIRUS-01. There you go.
Yep. He's right. That's what it is. But you're, instead of just having voicemail there's There's a little menu you can navigate. You can get to us live while we're live from there, or you can leave us various messages.
It's exciting shit, dude.
I thought you'd be excited.
If you're still listening, thanks for hanging in there. You know what we should do?
Yeah.
Let's do a botanical organic raid. Hang on.
We could do that. I've got one right in front of me.
Fucking do it.
Still ahead in the C block, bees are attacking a village in Ghana like it's a spiritual sequel to The Swarm. And America's dumbest criminals prove once again we don't need AI to destroy us. We've got Florida. And this window will go away. And we find out what Big Daddy wants to ask us this week. So come right back. I thought I had an organic read right there.
Well, dude, let me ask you this question, man. What if the key to balance was already within you?
In me?
Your body, an intricate symphony, always seeking harmony. But modern life, it pulls the strings tight. At Botan Organics, we believe in giving your body the tools it needs to find its rhythm again, naturally. A drop of our organically grown, lab-tested CBD oils, calming the noise. A bite of our THC-infused gummies, easing tensions where it lingers. A touch of our soothing creams, reminding your body what it feels like to flow. No fillers, no shortcuts, just pure, potent botanicals. Crafted to align with your body's natural design. Because wellness isn't a destination, it's a frequency. And we're here to help you tune in. Botan Organics, cultivating wellness naturally. Visit us at 3650 Silverside Road, Wilmington, Delaware, 19810, or check us out on the web, www.botanaorganics.com. Upbeat music plays playfully. I shouldn't have read that. But go ahead. How'd I do?
Great. I'm sorry. I thought that went right into an ad, but apparently it did not.
I think I was meant to. Did not. So we'll just
swing for that C block fence.
Yeah. We got 32 minutes into this, and I'm out of ideas. Unless you, you know, I mean, I got a whole bunch of shit packed in for the C block.
Yeah, we're gonna have a wild C block. What was our theme? There's that one story that I threw in there. We've got a Big Daddy Asks, and then we've got like a 10-story roundup about the human race losing the race. The criminal clusterfuck roundup.
Criminal clusterfuck roundup. So this was a good reminder for us as to why we put so much planning into
every minute of the show.
Because you wind up going, what are we going to do now? Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do now. Oh, should we end it? I don't know. Should we?
I think we can. I know I can. Media assets, and we'll do it with the video closer this time.
Ooh.
This episode of the Media Virus Podcast is brought to you by 302-46 Voice. That's 302-46 Voice. If you want my voice on your project, dial 302-46 Voice today. Don't forget to check out our sister show on the Media Virus Podcast Network, Stepmoms Without Children. Join Ricky Rockdeff as she takes a deep dive into the fascinating people she meets and thinks that you should meet too. Find Stepmoms Without Children at themediavirus.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your fine podcasts. Special thanks to mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com. delivering regional sports coverage straight to your devices via stream and podcast. Learn more at mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com. If you wish to sponsor the Media Virus podcast, email your contact information to pml@themediavirus.com with the subject line sponsor, or leave us a message at 646-VIRUS01. On behalf of the infection team and our feckless leader, Maddie Rockdeff, I'm the Reverend Professor Mike Latoris, coming from to you live high atop Uncle Butch Studios, with one hand firmly on the pulse and the other clawing for a shred of sanity. This has been the Media Virus Podcast. We'll be back next week. Find us at themediavirus.com, on social media, or download us now from your favorite podcast platform.